recording and
Hello, welcome to this demo. This is a short demo I'm creating to show how we can use AI to help us create different either documentation or either different tasks that would otherwise have taken us some long time to create. And I'm using currently a business case that's already existing that I do have. And it's the one that I'm going to demo from. So just to start off, this is a business case documentation. I'll just bold this. This is just the title. Oh, that's why I didn't. That's just the title. And essentially, the business case is for a fictitious hospital that I'm calling Sunshine Hospital, as you see here. And it's going to be a project where we're integrating AI within the hospital financial systems and also some operations. So in short form, this is what it entails. So it has the executive summary, as you can see here. We define the problem statement also. Again, billing office at Sunshine Hospital currently relies heavily on manual processes. And then I also have the proposed solution here where we're going to automate some parts of that, or at least to start off. Again, remember this is fictitious, so I'm going really high level and using just the very obvious processes that usually happen within the billing side or the billing department. And the proposed solution, so we have here one of them is automated payment posting. In other words, when payments come in, we have to actually enter them into the system. We want that to be done automatically. Second is credit allocation. Again, if maybe there was overpayment either to the insurance company, because that actually happens, or by a patient, we will identify those, or the AI system actually within the financial system will help us identify those and mark them as such, and then those will be reimbursed or distributed accordingly. The third is appropriate reimbursement. This is whereby, depending on the types of services provided by different providers, this could be a nurse, this could be a nurse practitioner, could be a doctor, could be physical therapist, or any other type of therapist, or any other person who is actually licensed to provide care to patients, that they, according to their services they provided, that they give actually appropriate reimbursement. In other words, they're paid appropriately, because sometimes, depending on what those clinicians or providers do, services they provide, sometimes there's the other aspect called coding with CPT codes, which are these ones. And CPT codes, essentially what they're standardized codes. They're used actually worldwide by defined by the WHO, which is the World Healthcare Organization, and that for each code within a system actually has a price tag behind it. And so sometimes if maybe a provider provides more information, provides more services, and they're all not documented, they may not be reimbursed appropriately. So sometimes, and also many times, there may be more than one code, CPT code, which is the reimbursement fee code, okay? So we have to ensure that this AI that's integrated within the financial system helps us to identify if there's anything else we need to add, or also if there's anything else that needs to be subtracted. Meaning that probably according to what the provider documented that they provided, there could have been over alignment or assignment of the codes for those services. So we need to ensure that those are appropriately flagged, and then also that once they're flagged, that someone will go in, look, and either review or update them. Additionally, That's kind of the first phase. The second phase, of course, we'd like is where these are automatically updated by the system itself. But we're going to go slow. So this is a demo just in the beginning. The third one, or the fourth, excuse me, will be fraud detection and compliance. So leveraging AI to detect any anomalies or potentially fraudulent activities, ensuring that compliance with healthcare financial regulations is um, adhered to. So this is very big, especially within healthcare and within the government insurance services, which entails what they call CMS, which is the medical Medicare services. So these insurances for the government tend to be Medicare, which is for any people that are over 65 or anyone retired, and then also Medicaid, which tends to be for people that are not necessarily retired, but either they may be low income or they're disabled or essentially they need help, which is Medicaid aid by the insurance from the government. Okay, so the project name here, we're naming it and calling it Sunshine Hospital Fin AI Systems Demo. Again, this is again to demo that. And so I'm calling it that. The scope is what we'll cover here. I don't want to go into everything, but it defines the scope. We have the stakeholders, and the subject matter experts. In this case, project sponsor is obviously the person in charge of finance for the hospital, who is the CFO. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second here. So I think um that was supposed to be there. So that's the hospital name, uh the CFO of this hospital name, the project manager himself. In this case, I'll put myself, Rachel Kaiser, and title there. And then we'll have people from, of course, this is at a high level. We'll have people from the IT department. We'll have people from the billing department. And also we'll have external technical providers. So by external technical providers, anyone that might be needed could be the vendor of this system, in other the owners, the company that actually owns or made the system. It could be any additional, for example, in this case, it could be um, either a company, for example, that provides either cloud services, which has to do with servers, or the servers services, things like that. So we may have any external technical providers. So the objectives here, again, reducing time required for payment processing, manual errors rates with financial transactions, achieve compliance, and increase overall billing department productivity. But also increasing or appropriately billing for the services that we need. Okay. Financial analysis at a high level. Usually, obviously, this would be more than these amounts, but again, this is fictitious and it's for demo purposes. So initially, the cost we are estimating them to be around 200,000. Operating savings for reduced labor will be around 100,000. Again, this is whereby it's not necessarily that we are letting people go, but rather that the time that they take to do certain tasks. Um, okay, because especially if people are paid per hour, many times the hospital uses either external services for the resources or people that may do this work. And sometimes also it's just tracking that time and ensuring that people are doing other tasks and not just taking more time going in and belaboring with the labor costs in terms of how long it takes them to do the work. So of course the ROI will be the timeline. We want this investment at least within 2 years to ensure that we're seeing the results of this implementation of adding or integrating AI within the financial systems. Okay. Then we talk about here risks and mitigation. This is just again off the bat. top of the head, technical integration challenges, collaboration with experienced IT providers to ensure smooth integration, staff adaptability. This takes some time, so obviously there'll be need for different strategies to ensure that those new workflows are adapted appropriately. Then we have data privacy concerns, of course, adherence to HIPAA, in this case for healthcare, or any other regulatory standards within the AI implementation. On the AI side, actually, right now, there's a lot of that for AI regulations to ensure that there's safety within the data, there's safety within the systems, and also that people are using AI appropriately. Okay, so overall strategy goals, integrating AI into the financial operations of the hospital. So I first called it this. The hospital name will be that. Give me one sec. That'll be our hospital name, which is Sunshine Hospital AI Systems Demo. Okay. Okay. So, operations of the hospital. Okay. So we'll significantly increase efficiency, accuracy, compliance, positioning of the hospital for improved financial health and service delivery. Okay, so this is what we have. What my demo is going to do is I'm going to now switch over to the AI. Let me just switch over here, show which one I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to change to that. So this is our AI right now. And what I'm demoing here is we want to prompt or create an instruction for ChatGPT. By the way, I'm using ChatGPT 4. As you can see here, that's ChatGPT 4. Details 3.5. But right now I'm using ChatGPT 4. Okay. And we will try also GPT-5, but for now, 3.5, excuse me, but this for now is GPT-4. Okay, so the instruction I want to give is that I want it to actually create some documents for us once we have the business case. So essentially what a business case document is that it's going to give the validation. It gives the reason why this project is needed. What are the current problems? What will this outcome of the project help with? And what will be the possible ROI? So those are things that when there's a request from the business side to have a project done or optimization, improvement, or anything like that of a project, they have to make a business case, what you call a business case or a case for the project. Why? Because it has to have, in most cases, returns. The returns sometimes may not be monetary. Sometimes it could be removing actually impediments, which in the end, become monetary. Sometimes it's optimizing the system and things like that. Okay. So here is a quick demo. So what I want to say is that I'm going to tell this that I have my business. Excuse me. I have my project business case document. I'll call it this a document because I'm going to paste it. You can either there are two options actually we could do this. We could either attach this document that I've created here using this attachment, okay? Or we can actually paste it in. I prefer to paste it in, and that's what I'm going to do. But either way, that could also help to help create that quickly. All right. Okay, so I have my project business case document below, which is where I'll attach it. And I need this is ChatGPT, to create a scope, okay, a scope statement document for me. Okay, So a scope statement essentially is really showing what the boundaries of the project are, what the deliverables will be, what will be provided or what will be done and what will not. But sometimes it may not necessarily explicitly say what will not. The what will not comes about by defining what the work that needs to be done is. What are you going to do? What are the boundaries of that? And that kind of information. Okay, so you want to put whenever you're posting any other content or any other text, if you're referencing it for and you want the AI tool, in this case, ChatGPT, to reference it, you want to put it in quotes, okay? To show that, okay, this is what exactly I'm referring to, and this is what I'm putting here or posting. All right. Again, remember, I said there are two options. You could either post it directly here, which is where we need the quotes, or you could upload the document in there. Okay. So let me just go here. I'm going to highlight um, and I'm taking here, this is the title. All right, all right. So I'm going to highlight that, copy it, and I'm going to paste it. You just essentially just paste it and then put the closing quote, okay? And then let's see what it creates for us. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's see what it's provided us. Again, this is always to help you as a project manager, project coordinator, program manager, or anyone doing work, operations manager, or a business owner if you're a solopreneur, to help you create these documents faster. Now, if it's an internal document, sometimes, you may not need these as much, but when it's an organization, these are documents that usually they want to create to ensure that, everyone is on the same page, and it's shared certainly somewhere where people or the team has access to it so that they can reference it. So the scope, of course, like I said, is going to define what is included within the project and what will be excluded and the outcomes essentially. So we have here, again, big starting from that, it named it the project title. Remember, I put that there. Sunshine Hospital Fin AI Systems Demo. Okay. We have the project justification, which is kind of what I already talked about, the business case. Then we have the project description, integration of AI in hospital financial operations to automate key processes, as we've defined those. The project scope, inclusions, selection, software selection, system integration, staff training, support maintenance. Okay. Exclusions, non-financial operations such as patient care won't be included, and others they're including here, hardware upgrades, which might be necessary for the implementation, but are outside the scope of these specific AI integrations. Okay, so here again within the scope, what is excluded could be something that could be added. A good example is this one, hardware upgrades. You may find that maybe because of this project, there might be a need for upgrades. So all we have to do is, again, add some aspects, if you have any other aspects of additional tasks that need to be done that are part of this, because this for sure will be a big, big dependency in the beginning where you want if there's more AMP that's needed. When I say AMP is as in maybe data or space, server space type things, that's taken care of prior to when the project even starts. Okay, so that's the reason for this. Development of in-house AI solutions. The project will only incorporate third-party AI software. This for sure, yes, we want to do that. And that if there's any development, it's done by the external provider rather than us. The reason for that being that you may have something that's unique, and it could be something that even that is actually coming from the provider, and it's not something you're kind of patching on, if you know what I mean, onto the software. Okay. So in this case, the vendor, the third party vendor who owns the software itself, may want to add that as an enhancement to their system. Okay. Because many times you find that vendors, they don't necessarily have each and every tiny detail of what hospitals need. Some hospitals are unique. So when they're requested for specific or certain, additions that may not be in their current system, how it's set up or how it was created, they may want to add those items. Okay. But for now, there is no in-house. In other words, our hospital is not going to have anyone developing that. We want, if there's anything, that it will be coming from the vendor. Currently, we don't need that for this demo. Okay. Project deliverables, AI software platform, training materials, project report. Okay. And project constraints. So these are the possible things that may happen. The budget is capped at 200,000 for initial implementation. It could happen that we need more money, we need more budget. Okay. So it could be a constraint. However, at the same time, as a project manager, you ensure that you work within that budget that's provided. If push comes to shove and you actually need, that's what they call change management. So you put in a request for a change to the original scope, and you work with the available sponsors of the project, and they see that they either sign that or make decisions accordingly. Usually they will, especially if it's something very important like this. The project timeline is also provided, which is 6 months for complete rollout. And then dependency on external AI providers, schedule, and resource availability. This tends to be a big one, okay? And that's when the scope comes in. So within project management, meaning sorry, that there are usually three principal constraints that are known, which is time, which is budget, and scope. Those are the major three. You ensure that we take care of those items from the very beginning, that we have some kind of mitigations around it. So project assumptions also are created. Success criteria is provided that at the very least at least 50% reduction in payment processing time. In other words, the manual work done by the staff. Decrease in manual error rates, same thing. Compliance with financial regulations, same thing. Improvement in overall billing department productivity. 30% is huge number. You want that. Okay. Stakeholders are defined again as we had them before, but here they are. And then approval requirements. So the project scope, along with any other items. So remember, these are the three triple constraints that I talked about: budget, time, and scope. They require formal approval from the project sponsor and final endorsement by the hospital board. Yeah. So this would be major in this case for this fictitious project. But those are the main things that are needed. And then change management is any changes to the scope has to be documented, but most importantly has to be approved by the powers that be, especially the ones who are touching money, because everything really rolls from there. You could say timeline. The reason for timeline also pointing eventually to money is because if the project has to be pushed further, that means people are still going to be working and they have to be paid. Okay, so it comes down to budget. So really, that's why budget is very important. Okay, document control here. Now, there's what they call document control, whereby you put different versions of your documents for what that is. So, for example, this would be version 1 for a scope statement. If they came back and said, oh, we need this change, let's say one of the constraints we talked about is budget. They say, oh, 200,000, I think is not enough. We need to up that to, let's say, 400,000, you know. Then you just create a new project with that scope added to it and change. Sorry, yes, and change or updated. The other items should and remain, can remain the same, depending on what that is, okay? So that's how we have it. Hope this was helpful. So if you're interested, I will be studying the AI for project management course May 1st. I invite you to join, the course here where we are. You can actually use my link that I have put in my profile, and I'll share that profile with you. Let me show you. If you go to my, this is where I'm going to post this, so it doesn't matter. But if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you will find that I have that in my featured section, and you have the link there with more information. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. But the information is all there. Again, I look forward to having you in this course. Um, if this is something you would like to learn. Certainly people may say, oh, I'll take this time. I know project managers, we are very busy. People don't have the time. I've had the time. I've been doing this since 2022. So um, the knowledge or information I've gained as far as strategies will really help you to jumpstart your career and yourself using AI for project management instead of kind of struggling and doing all of that. So this is really to help anyone who wants to um, fast forward their upskilling. I'm not necessarily going to be training you on, here we go. I'm not necessarily going to be training people on project management. This is just really about for people who are really already, working on project management, and that you have a need for to learn how to incorporate it within your workflow. This is what that is going to be, how to best create your prompts, how to best get what it is you need out of the different AI tools. The different AI, right now I'm using ChatGPT for the demo. But if you want, that's what we're going to do. So when you come to my profile, this is me, as you can see. If you scroll down to the featured section, it's called a features section. You see it. You have this. This is where I have that. So if you click on it, it's going to take you there. And give me 1 second. Yep. If you click on that, you're going to find that it will bring you here, the link, and it will bring you to where the AI for project management mastery course is. So what I did is I put what exactly has been frustrating. I know because I myself am a project manager, so I do this. I've been using this, so I know the frustrations that we do have as project managers. So we have a quick course walkthrough here. When you click on that, it will take you to a quick walkthrough, which is the, I'm gonna just stop that. But anyway, it will take you through a quick walkthrough that will show you what I'll be talking about week 1, week 2, but some of these are some of the items. So just to expand on this, you see that intros and other items that we'll talk about. Okay, let's see what else. So this Wednesday, that's when we start. Enrollments closes tomorrow. We're taking capping at 10 people, and then we'll, it will be closed. We'll take the next batch of the cohort, but hopefully this is helpful. So there'll be frameworks, there'll be examples, there'll be templates. That is what, I'll be sharing with you. Um, I talk about the benefits of that, and additionally, I give you options if you want. We can just really have $100 per week and make it make it more easily for you to, to be able to enroll. That's okay. And if you want, you can actually, stop the subscription, this payment if you want. If you week one, maybe it's not you're okay. You're not going to be I'm not going to I give you 100% guarantee, but I'm not forcing anyone. If someone feels that maybe they don't want to, you're free to release and subscribe from that, and you stop wherever you have stopped with the course. But otherwise, you can also do a one-time payment for this, and you should be good to go. Okay. So anyway, again, when you go here to the featured section, it will be this section right here. Okay, you click on that, and then you come here to the link. That's the link. Okay. Any questions, please let me know. I look forward to having you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.